Hi and welcome to our Kitware TP presentation. Kitware TP is our G-code editor and Toolpath plotting software where you can backplot toolpaths created rather directly or through one of the Kitware conversational titles. Kitware TP is a standard package that comes with Kitware Conversational. We also do sell it as a standalone package. And today I want to go through some of the options and features with the software. We'll get into some of the more details of these features in other videos in the Kitware TP series. But today I'd like to just go through and show you what the software can do and show you some of the options that are available. So I'm going to work with the top menu bar. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to load a file. And you can see that when the file gets loaded, it goes into what we call our plot box. This is an editor. You can make any changes to the software here. Any changes made directly in the plot box would affect the plot directly out in the screen. And one of the things that you can do between the plot box is you can go back and forth between the plot box and the full editor. You can also create a program from scratch in this editor and then put it in the plot box and plot it to the screen. So you can either plot a program that's previously been created, or you can use Kitware TP to create a program from scratch. The editor is obviously a little bit bigger screen. We've got some option buttons that we'll go through in some other videos, including resequencing and color highlighting. But you can go between the plot box and the editor very easily within the software. One of the neat features of Kitware TP is you can define some stock. So you could do a square or rectangular stock, a round stock. You could load a Kitware sketchpad file if you had created a sketchpad file to create your toolpath and you want to do your G-code plotting over that sketch file. You can do that. Well, one of the other things is you can load a DXF file. So by loading a DXF file, you can see the part up on the screen, and then you can plot the toolpath directly over the DXF file, so you can make sure that your locations and your toolpath is correct. This is the setting button, and you can see that we can do inchometric. You can change the colors of the canvas, Geo1 moves, Geo2 and Geo3 moves, rapid moves. You can do some tuning for your machines. So you can, for instance, in the lathe, you can do a diameter X plotting or radius X plotting. You can change the type of arc centers that are inside the G-code program. You can do that for both turning and milling. And you can turn the grid on and off that's up out on the screen. Kitware TP can do sub-program plottings, and you can set up the sub-program here. So what you would do is define a path where those sub-program files would be stored, and then you can give it the call that you would use inside the G-code program to call a sub-program. In this case, we've got the Fanuc M98P call. So one of the real powerful features of TP is we can do sub-program plotting along with the straight G-code plotting. Obviously, you can save your program using this icon. And Kitware TP has the ability to plot milling programs, turning programs, live tool turning programs that machine the face of the part, live tool programs that do on the OD of the part, and then we can do our wire, EDM, water jet, plasma toolpath plotting here. A couple of display options here is obviously we've got zooming, that we can use the scroll wheel on the mouse. If you want to drag the part around, basically that's just holding down the mouse key and dragging the part. But we can do scrolling. We can do automatic X0 set. So if I double click the mouse, X0, Y0 goes wherever I double click the mouse. We can clear the screen with this icon, and then we can turn on our screen measuring or our DRO option with this option. So wherever I put the mouse on the screen, you can see that the DRO is reflecting that. If I put it over 0, 0, it's going to be showing the 0, 0 location. Right now it's an X and Y because we've got mill as the plotting type of axis that we want to plot. But you can use this feature to measure tools, measure toolpaths, or you can measure points along the toolpath plot using the DRO feature. When it comes time to plotting, there's a couple of things that we can do inside the plot controls. So one of them is we can do single block plotting. We can stop at all the optional stops. So MO1s, if you turn this on, it'll stop at every MO1. We can do block delete, so we can eliminate blocks from the G-code program using the slash sign. We can slow down the plot speed to 50% or 10%. And we can also adjust the Z-vision. So the Z-vision is for the depth that we use for milling tools. When you turn on the Z Vision, you can designate the upper and lower range of the Z Vision bar. One of the other things that we can do is we can do some tool path plotting using a tool designation. So if we turn on the tool library, this is where the user can come in and create tools. So you can create round tools for milling, or if you're doing some turning, you can create some turning tools, and then you can use those turning tools to be displayed out on the screen as you're doing your plotting. A couple things we can do inside here is we can turn the tool on and off. We can open the tool library, and we can also make a plotting list. So if you have multiple tools in the program, we could do TO1, TO2, TO3, TO4, and we can designate tools from our tool library for each one of those tools. And as the program goes through and gets plotted, the software will automatically change tools based on your trigger code, and then pull the tool that's been designated with that trigger code out into the plot and show the plot that way. And we'll show that in another in-depth video. So let's take a look at what the toolpath plot would look like. This is a milling program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the plot a milling toolpath icon, and then you can see things are going to be changing here. So we're going to see the block of code, we're going to see the current mode, the movement, the position, and this comes in handy probably more with a single block plot, so you can check the location of what's happening in this box on the side. But I'm just going to run through a toolpath real quickly. You can see we're doing the inside pocket here. We can watch our Z Vision so we can see our depth. And we can see the toolpath that we plotted to the screen using the milling toolpath plot. So that's a general outline about the Kitware TP, the features that are available. We've got some other videos coming up in this series that will show you a little bit more in-depth of how you use some of these features. But that's a general outline presentation video for our Kitware TP G-code editor and toolpath plotting software. Thank you.